everybody, welcome back to my channel. Good morning everybody, good morning vlogsters, whoever's here. Nobody's here yet, but that's okay. I haven't even wiped the sleep out of my eyes, and yes, it is after 12 where I live. It's currently quarter after 12 noon where I am. I am, wanted to just come on because I've been MIA, and people have been calling, true. But also people have been reaching out to me, and they're
Through
just,
me.
and, and reaching out to me.
Okay.
To just see where I've been and how I'm
Jesse's
doing.
on.
Hi Jesse, good morning.
She asked, where the heck have you been?
that's why today's live stream, hon. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee, please, because I just woke up. I hope my hair looks okay. I didn't even look at it. I brushed the knots out, but that's about it. I didn't style it or anything. Oh, it's so good. Coffee is so good when you need it, you know? It's amazing and incredible. Um, I think I'm just gonna dive right in, though. Um, so, what did you just give her?
One of her ropes slid over here.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just tossed them.
So I know you guys know that we've been away, um, and that was exceptionally wonderful. But what I really haven't shared with anybody is I just haven't been feeling like myself. Most of the days I don't feel well enough to share, but I haven't been feeling like myself. Um, I was officially diagnosed with ADHD, and I have been uh, dealing with the medication and how it's making me feel.
No.
It's not making me feel bad. It's actually giving me more clarity of brain, which is kind of incredible. Um, but it's also been like uh, it's just been trying to manage um, that. Um, I am still currently not on chemotherapy. Um, I have been off chemotherapy since November 23rd of 2022. I still have very, very, very slight wounds in my back. They are being a stubborn healing, but we're almost completely done. Um, like perfect example is when Jim did wound care last night. We lost not to be graphic, but we lost a couple of scabs, but there was no bleeding afterwards, which is a huge deal. That means that the scabs came off and there's new skin underneath there. I do feel like um, when I sleep, so I was sleeping on my stomach to keep the pressure off, like how I have this situation here. But what I found out when I got my CAT scans and I had to put my arms over my head, there was such excessive bleeding that I realized that sleeping with my arms over my head actually does like hyper uh, hyperflex the skin, so that it actually is causing the boo-boos to open up, which was weird. So I was like, all right, let me start sleeping on my sides again, but like towards my tummy, like that way. Um, and that has been a huge deal. If you guys could just hang on for questions, because I would just want to get out like where I've been. And I
Kitty,
love you
because I have
guys.
a quick turn to myself.
Okay, I love you guys. And we can touch back if that's okay, okay? I just want to make sure that I get everything out that I want to say. So we are dealing with them a little bit, and they have to really officially be gone before I start treatment. Um, I had scans on the day before, Thursday. So the day before yesterday is yesterday, I guess. Um, and I've got the initial reports back, which look very promising, of all that time being off of chemotherapy. I have no difference than before that last treatment of chemotherapy. So if I gained some or lost some tumor size from August to November, it's completely back to where it was before I started in August, which is very promising. I was very worried.
Why
Um,
do you need to go outside? Sorry.
It's okay. I was very worried. Let everybody see Oreo. Oreo, want to come say hi to people first? Come here. Come here. Want to come say hi to everybody? Come here. Oh, never mind.
She was too
It's
intent on
okay. You should gotta
wanting.
go potty. It's fine. You go ahead.
Oreo.
So the scans results that I got look, like I said, look very good. They don't look like there's any changes from August.
Oreo, get off my.
I think she wants to go with you, Jim. I don't think she wants to go out by herself. That's why. Okay.
Well, it's too damn humid for me right
I
now.
understand. I'm not trying to tell her you need to go, honey. I just was saying I think she wants to go with you. Oh.
You're gonna be in the middle? Fine, be in the middle.
Oh, I just realized I can't really. Sorry, everybody, about that. Can't really see. Couldn't really see Jim. So I got the reports back. I see the oncologist on Tuesday, and we'll go from there about what to do next. I was very worried about being off treatment for so long, and because I wasn't feeling good, I was kind of afraid that there was stuff happening. But I think that the medication changes. I'm also on a new diabetes medication, which is the first time since my initial surgery in 2021 that I'm on any diabetes medication. Before I was put on the generic Ritalin, my blood sugar was going back and forth up and down like it was before I was diagnosed with cancer. So I thought that maybe had something to do with it. But since then, between the two medications, I have very little appetite. I actually have to like kind of encourage myself to eat enough protein, to drink enough water, which I will tell you is kind of funny. But you know, I used to drink so much water, and now I just don't have like any desire to put anything in my mouth. It's really weird. I still have mucositis. I still have tongue irritation and mouth irritation. I'm seeing the ENT for that. It's getting better, just so slowly. You know, I can imagine being wounds inside my mouth that constantly get irritated again are just taking really long to heal. Oreo is a blessing. She has been like such a great uh, cause for, not cause, but means of I don't know, just love and relaxation for me. She's When we went away, she went to a friend's house who has dogs and trained her. She is such a different dog than she was when she went.
What?
Hi, am I talking about you? Huh? She is bigger. I don't know if you guys were able to see a glimpse of her for a second, but she is bigger. She's not huge, but she's much bigger than she was.
She ain't no lap dog.
Yeah, I joke about that all the time. When she sits on my lap, I say, "Get a lap dog." They said, "You'll love it." They said, but she's actually still medium. You know, she's still a medium-sized dog. So, um,
Sometimes the way she acts, it reminds me of that one meme. Get her Velociraptor, they said. It's going to be a good day,
I
said.
never.
Oh, it's
Excuse me, I never heard
off
that.
of
That's funny.
TikTok.
And as far as since we're talking about her, she has been spayed now, and her stitches came out the other day, and she's totally healed. And her daddy loves her like so much now, and she loves her daddy so much now. It's kind of crazy. And her nanny, of course. So, as far as I'm concerned, my pain in my back has been increasing. Not increasing, but it's been steady since about February or March. I do have the back brace finally that I got from uh, the the spine surgeon. I got it in April. April? April.
Yeah.
And it's looks like this. I'm not supposed to wear it every day. Sorry. I'm only supposed to wear it if I'm doing excessive amounts of driving or activity. No, this isn't for you. It kind of looks like the back to a computer chair, right? And it velcros around your waist and it's adjustable. So as I gain and lose weight, if I gain and lose weight, which I've lost weight since I got it, the velcro is adjustable. But it also is cool because it has these things that cinch pressure thing that goes into the small of your back, which is kind of amazing. I took it on my trip, and actually I put it on the back of my scooter for everywhere I was driving around the scooter, so I didn't have to constantly have it on, but I was still getting the benefits. So I was able to Velcro it to the back of the scooter
Oh,
to help
machine.
that as well. Um, Things with Jim and I think, have been improving every day. Um, in my opinion, I mean, I think he's
Mm-hmm.
doing really well, so it makes us do really well. I know it's supposed to be the other way around, right? Happy wife, happy life, but you know, hey, happy hubby, it's all good. It doesn't rhyme, but it's all good. Um,
The hide behind the face
the floof.
and the flute.
Um, I'll take one questions in 1 second. I just wanted to touch on something that I have been dealing with, like mental. Oh, and Lisa's left. Lisa went and she moved and she's got a job and her she's healed tremendously. Her surgery was a success, and she did her rehab here, and she has since found a place to live, and she starts a new job in at a school in the August.
Yeah, August,
I
September.
was gonna say the fall because that's when we always grew up. It was in the fall, but it's really in August. Um, so I'm really happy for her. Um, and Sharon's doing really well. She's about to become an empty nester when school starts again. And she's also doing just super, super well. Um, my members of my family are ebbing and flowing. My immediate brothers and sisters and stuff. There's good stories, bad stories. Um,
Ups and
it
downs,
was
good
nice
and
that
bad.
when we went to New York, we were able to bring a bunch of stuff that was my parents that we got to go through, and they decided if they wanted to keep it or not, if it was important enough to them. But I just, to me, it was like, look, it was important enough to my parents to keep it as long as they did. It's not for me to throw out. It's not for me to get rid of because it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to my family. So I was able to do that. And the last thing I just wanted to touch on really quickly is the thing that I've been dealing with emotionally lately is um, I heard a woman on TikTok describe it the absolute best, and then I'll tell you that, and then we can go into the Q&A if that's okay. So the way what she described was she was just doing a video. If you've ever watched reels or shorts or TikToks, people sometimes pretend like they're two characters having a conversation. So she was asking herself. She was asking the girl with late diagnosed ADHD. She said, "Why are you still so bitter that you were diagnosed?" And the best description I've heard since day one has been, she said, I every day you drive a Chevette. I drive this crummy Chevette every day. And every day it breaks down, and every day I learn to find the tools to fix it. And every day I drive this Chevette to work and I'm late to work, and I say, I'm sorry I'm late, I had car trouble. And my boss says, well, everybody has car trouble, but we all managed to make it. And you build tools and you become an expert on how to fix this Chevette every day. Does that mean when you have a broken axle, you won't be late to work? No, you'll still be late to work, but you do you do manage to like realize you become an expert on rebuilding this broken down Chevette. And you finally one day turn to your coworker and say, everybody has car trouble. How do you still manage to be here every day? And when you find out, uh, oh no, she's like, I just do. She's like, I just do. We just do. We manage to get here every day. So then you realize I've got to get different tools, new tools, better tools. Maybe I have better tools that I need to do to rebuild this Chevette. And then one day you find out there's Teslas. And you drive a Tesla, you test drive a Tesla, and you're like, why haven't I had a Tesla my whole life? And then you find out that this whole time, people haven't been driving broken down Chevettes. They've been driving Teslas. They're self-driving, they're self-repairing, and you just go, you kind of get really upset. You're like, all these years, what's the real rub is how much more successful would I have been if I had had a Tesla the whole time? And that was the part that really got to me. And then she continues on. I'm sorry. She continues on like um, she wants to make sure that everybody uh, knows that there are Teslas out there and everybody has the chance to drive a Tesla. And she says, what's really the rub is I came from a family that learned how to rebuild Chevettes. And she said, some people don't. Some people have to self medicate or self diagnose. And then some people actually become addicted to drugs and alcohol, and some people actually end their lives because they can't constantly rebuild their Chevettes. So the thing that got to me though was,
No. Yeah.
you know, how does somebody, I could say back outside of myself and say, how does somebody who was super intelligent in gifted and talented classes, in honors classes, drop out of high school and not go to college? And now, as I'm 52, almost 53, and I got the medication and the clarity, I realized that where would I be today if I was given the Tesla? Basically, the metaphor for had I been diagnosed and medicated properly when I was 7 and singing and dancing in the back of the classroom. So it's just one of those things that it's been very emotionally and mentally taxing to try to deal with that. You know, I am learning now uh, the 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 proper way to think, but it's very hard to retrain yourself if you've been training yourself for 50 years, like how to deal, how to work. It's hard to learn to rework, but you are learning to rework because your brain doesn't work the same on medication as it did off. Now, I will tell you, there's been a shortage of this medication in the United States of America because the manufacturer stopped making it back in January, and that's a whole thing. So I was actually off of it for a whole week, and I will tell you, wow, you can tell. Like, you don't necessarily notice that it's better when you first start taking it. Maybe the people around you do, but then you stop taking it and you notice the difference. Like, my mind just gets so full of stuff. So full of stuff. So, I've just really been dealing with this whole situation between the pain and the not knowing about the cancer and just dealing with all of the emotional stuff and then all of this, you know, dealing with the new diagnosis. And it's just been it's been very overwhelming to the point where I really didn't really have this emotional energy to share even every day. Which I know sounds crazy because, like, um, Destiny emailed me and pointed out, she said, look, if you were able to share every day that you had lip issues and mouth pain, she's like, why can't you now? And I guess it's different. It's like a different kind of pain, you know? So, anyhow, that's my story. And I would like to delve into questions. And I said, you want to ask yours first and then we can go down and ask?
Um, the only one I can remember because I thought I had to in my mind. When were you diagnosed with ADHD?
Officially, 8 weeks ago. It took a couple of weeks to, basically right before we went away, I got medication because it took a couple of weeks to get the medication. You have to go through this whole process of taking a test and they evaluate you and you have to submit it to your insurance and like there's this whole thing to go through. You can't just like, hey, I think this is what I have. Can I have some medication? With ADHD, it's not like that, you know? So I had to take a test and I had to get evaluated and then I had to get
Oh yeah.
it submitted to everybody. The doctor had submitted to the insurance and to the board or whatever. Ooh, good job.
There haven't been any real questions. Like a
Oh,
lot of
you
people
want to tell me?
just
Yeah,
say.
that's fine. You can
A lot
start
of
jumping.
people are saying happy to see you,
Good.
miss
Start.
you.
You can give me messages from the bottom so everybody gets their minutes.
Let's see here.
That's not the bottom, honey. That's the top. Is the bottom got the new stuff on there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, everybody. Mine goes the other way.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
No, you're fine. I just didn't know.
Jesse just says, Jerry, where the heck have you been? We've got Terry that said, hi, Jerry, how are you? Fiona's mom says, hiya. Joan says, hope you're doing well. Um, no, Oreo.
It's okay, baby. It's okay, Dad. It's okay, Daddy. Ready?
Yeah, I know.
One. Go catch it. One, two. Go catch it.
Um,
Go catch it. You just want me to have it? Want to share it with everybody? Say, look what I did to my baby Grogu. I took his ears off. He can't hear no more. This is Nanny's. I'm gonna give it
B
to
in
Nanny.
Kansas says, hello, Miss Jerry and Jim. Nice to see your face again. What oh my says, hi Jerry. I'm in shock. I was really worried about you. Then we have Patricia that says,
I am sorry about that, everybody. By the way, I didn't mean to make anybody worry.
Yeah, a lot of them say that they were worried. Glad to see you back. Um, this is Patricia. It says, hi Jerry, have been really worried about you. Glad you're back. Jerry, have you tried a long body pillow? I use one and it has been helpful, or helping me.
Oh, that's nice.
Sandra from Colorado says, hi.
No, I haven't, by the way, and I don't know that it would benefit me, but that's awesome. I know Lisa uses one. That's why I was asking. I mean, that's why I was mentioning it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Fiona's mom says, oh, I can understand that about Oreo. She is a cutie. I feel the same way about my Fiona.
Fiona's mom. Fiona,
yeah.
yeah, that's adorable.
She completes our life, and then she goes to tell Fiona the spoiled puppy. Susan Brown says, oh my God, Jerry, I am so happy to see you. Please try to vlog when you can. We miss you so much.
Aw.
Joyce Applewhite
Mm-hmm.
says, I really miss your voice on YouTube.
Aw. Thank you, Joyce. I'm sorry.
Fiona's mom says, I'm struggling with those thoughts too, Jeri-Ann. Just know you are not alone. Mine isn't ADHD, but we all have our own cross to bear.
Exactly.
Tidbits of the Life says, oh my God, you're back. Starry Night says, happy Sunday. How are you feeling? And then Stephanie says, so happy you're back.
Thank you. The other thing that we can talk about, since it's kind of a factor of where I've been, is I am still struggling with the energy, and it's kind of a thing that I would have told myself if this tables had turned about building up my stamina. But I try to tell everybody all the time, it doesn't work that way with cancer, I don't think, or my particular cancer, or my particular body, or the combination of crap that I have going on. Because I was great Friday. I got up, took a shower, I went out and did things, we cleaned the room, and then I was for like 2 days. And then I rested yesterday in my bed. I told Jim, I said, I just have to go lay down, which me, I don't want to be in bed, so. But it was that bad. And I went to go lay down, and when I woke up, I was like, oh, great, this is great. And we folded laundry, and we cleaned the room, and then I was like, again. So it's hard to say. We know spoon theory is a real thing. We know that chronic pain and chronic illness does exist and does relate very well to spoon theory. But the fact alone that there is no rhyme or reason to it is the part that I really have, I'm struggling with. People, spoon theory is you wake up in the morning with 30 spoons. If you use them all, and it's based on like if you actually had teaspoons and couldn't wash them. You wake up with 30 spoons. If you use 4 when you're making breakfast, then you only have 16 left for the day. I mean, that's how that spoon theory goes. The problem that I'm having lately is sometimes 5 spoons got thrown in the garbage, and I wake up in the morning and there's only 10. And like I use those 10 spoons and then that's it. And then where are the last 5 spoons? Oh, they're in the dishwasher or something, like ridiculous stuff like that. So,
It went behind the crate.
Well, behind the crate or on top of it?
Behind the crate. Little mouse.
Aw.
Cindy B wants to know, how was the cruise?
Cindy, it was absolutely Ooh! You okay, Mom?
Yeah, we all.
Oreo.
Hey, easy with Nanny.
No, she fell back against the.
Oh, she did. Okay, sorry, Mom. Careful, Oreo, okay? Sorry. The cruise was absolutely the most amazing thing that I've ever done, besides meeting this guy. I swear. It was everything that I hoped it would be, and I didn't even get to go swimming. I brought 4 bathing suits and wore 0 bathing suits. Um, it was too
So
short, as cruises can be. The food was exceptional. This is what they called freestyle cruising. We went on the Norwegian Joy, which I highly recommend. It's amazing. The staff was fantastic. Um, they were short staffed, so there was things that my sisters were saying are normally on cruises that we did not get to experience, but it was still better than any vacation I've ever gone on. Um, it really was stupendous. It was just everything about it. I guess again, it was just too short. It was just way too short. It was over before we knew it. And it was 8 days. Like, we left on a Sunday and came back on a Sunday. So 7, 8 days they call it. But what, honey? I'm sorry.
that's why I want to go on the European cruise I saw.
Yeah, they're 10 days.
No, the one I saw,
Yeah.
17.
Oh, 17 days.
Because you travel from.
Cost $5,000.
Yeah, it cost like $3,000. It would take off from New York and go
Oh, excuse
to
me.
Iceland, then over to Nova Scotia, and then to Denmark and Ireland, and then you fly back from Ireland.
Hey, baby, do you want to say hi to everybody? Mama, do you want to turn around and say hi to everybody?
Oh, Nellie's on. Starry Night goes, it's frustrating, I know how. I know, hang in there.
Yeah.
Then what my oh my says, medical issues, some people have major ones that cause major pain. I don't take anything for mine, but Tylenol pain is bad. It makes you want to scream.
Yeah.
Then Nellie's on, says,
Hi,
hello,
Nellie.
Jeri-Ann and
Oh.
Jim, Sally,
Aw.
and Oreo. I've missed you guys. And Fiona's mom asks Carmen to.
I just wanted you to see she just decided to curl up in her dad's lap. Uh, I I guess being on uh, having a medical thing, I don't know, am I semi-retired already? Um, the
Oreo.
the retirement goals are still the same. We would like to be able to like get our RV and travel, but now that we've done cruises, we're like, you know,
So do we want to stay in the United States for medical purposes?
I mean,
Or do we want to just say, okay, the doctor says everything's good, everything's good,
yeah,
green, let's go on another cruise.
it's nice to dream, but it's not really that easy to plan. I know that that sounds silly. You can prepare, but making actual plans with actual dates and actual things is more difficult because you don't know what tomorrow will bring, you know? But it's good to have goals. It's good to
Yeah.
have goals and try to achieve them. Um, we've been talking a lot about, Jim's been trying to get himself back to
Oh,
his simple way of living, so that he can manage uh, his life a little better too, and maybe manage life when I'm not able to uh, fully or whatever. So um, and he's doing really really well. So go ahead.
What? Okay. What my oh my said, Jerry, and you need to start no matter what videoing again. I've been trying to get her to.
I appreciate that. I do. I can't tell you as I get older
Good girl.
how fast the days are going by that I don't even realize that I have time for it. And this isn't an excuse at all, but up until a few months ago, I would vlog with you guys because I spent so much time by myself too. And yes, it was great to share my life with you, and it still is. But now mom is actually spending time out here with me every day, so I don't feel like I have to fill that void. What, mom? What'd she say?
Don't get me in trouble.
Oh no, that's what I said. It's not an excuse. It's not. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm not needing the companionship of the video. Oh no, no, don't get. Yeah, she's not in trouble. It's actually quite joyous. So I'm not feeling the need to fill in the void of an absence presence in my life. You know, because she's here every day.
You
And
got that time from the time she goes to lay down to take a nap to.
it's true. Sometimes I do end up taking a nap with her though. Like she takes a nap and the puppy takes a nap, and I'll just put my head back in. But I also, if I'm gonna vlog while she's napping, I have to do it inside because I'm
Yeah.
just even talking on the phone when she's napping can wake her up, and I don't want to do that because she needs her rest too. But yeah, one of the things that one of the last things to do from returning from our trip is to deal with the craft room. While we were away, we had house cleaners come, and everything that they couldn't, like, where does this go, went into the craft room. It couldn't go into the guest room because Lisa was still here, so it all went into the craft room. So we have to, I think, it depends on Jim if it's a midweek project, like a little bit each day project,
Yeah.
or if it's gonna wait till next weekend. But I can start vlogging. You okay, Mom? I could start vlogging from in there when Nanny's on her nap. Then,
I think that would be good for you because not only would you
yeah,
have to get up from the couch and move into the
Yeah.
craft room, but then you can,
and I get inspired being in the craft room. Sometimes I just really get.
it just it just needs to be cleaned up again.
Yeah, basically when Lisa moved in, we had taken things off of the guest room walls, so that she can have space for her stuff. And it kind of, like, what we were going to keep and put back went into boxes. The boxes just went into the craft room, and some went into the shed. And
Right.
we got new lawn equipment, and then we have to, like, are we going to get a new shed for the lawn equipment? Are we going to try to clean out the old shed? Don't shake your head at me. I'm trying to tell people what we've been dealing with. Not,
Oh,
I wasn't
okay.
asking you, sorry. So it's like,
I really
what are we
don't know.
doing with this? What are we doing with that? So it's like kind of like dealing with that every day. We have been dealing with Oreo when she was at the trainer's house. They have a fenced-in backyard, and we had an electric fence, and we got to the point where she was just getting, like,
Eh.
she was ignoring the electric fence over her desire. Her desire to not get zapped in the neck was being overridden by her desire to chase that plastic bag down the street, or bark at the neighbor's dog, or see that bunny rabbit go, crazy, crazy.
Yeah.
So we've had to come up with other ways to deal with taking her out, and days when it's nice and if I'm feeling up to it, I'll take her out. I have no problem sitting on the porch with her. When it's too hot, it's been very, very hot. When it's too hot, of course, then I had Jim move a chair into the shade, so that I can either be here in the sun on days when it's nice or be in the shade when it's not so.
Oreo.
Did you lose something under there, sweetheart? She went into Nanny's recliner. What you got, baby?
Man.
I tried.
What was it? What happened?
I lifted this, I was hoping.
No, I know. She jumped right. Is there something missing?
There's nothing.
Maybe she was trying to go to sleep like under you, like she goes under me.
I don't know.
No, there's something under
But
there. Honey.
That's the thing.
Oh, maybe not. Yep. Oh, yeah, there is. So this happened the other day. She was under there. Then Mom had got on the floor and she was looking at. Mom, right now she's exploring. Do you remember when she was trying to see under the edge of your chair? Remember that?
Yeah.
She's got her paw under the edge of your chair back,
She's
like under
like-
the table. Yeah, she's like trying what's under there. Like, I don't know. She's funny. Sorry, everybody. Squirrel.
Let's see here. Cindy B said, glad that we enjoyed our cruise.
Yes.
Fiona's mom said, oh, okay. Fiona's mom said, oh, I meant the 17-day cruise retirement goals.
Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Those
definitely.
are big ones that it's like,
Oh, yes.
we're gonna build up our points and whatnot. And then worry about the big cruises.
Oh, as soon as I came home, I turned to Mom and I was like, "You gotta go on a cruise." And I said, "This, especially this one, I can't tell you compared to like traditional cruising where it's like dinner time and stuff like that. The freestyle cruising, there's only a few hours during the day where you can't sit down at an actual like nice restaurant that's included in your thing, but there is 24-hour, like there's like a this particular ship has something kind of like, it was called the Local, and it was kind of like a Denny's where it's just a 24-hour type of diner, and they have like a little fixed menu of what you can get.
I think she was being nosy.
So there still is 24-hour food. 24-hour ice cream machine. The ice cream machine's always working. Unlike McDonald's, the ice cream machine on the cruise is always working.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 1 second. So as soon as I said that to her, and I said, and they have a closed-in, glassed-in casino room that you could smoke in. She's like, I'm ready. So let's go. So, go ahead.
Let's see here. Oh, Nellie says, "Hey, what about camping with me?" Ha 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 ha. Oh,
So Nelly, you missed that. That's definitely a goal too. We were talking about it. Still want to do that. Still want to RV and camp around the United States. And then also one of the things is, then do we go ahead and like, if we camp to Seattle, then we can get on the cruise ship there, save money on like the airfare, and then we can cruise to Alaska. Oh,
Oreo.
I don't see anything under there, sweet. I don't. No, I looked. I did. I promise.
I think it was a trick to get Nanny on the floor.
Probably.
No teeth. No teeth. No teeth.
Easy,
No teeth. Sweet.
good girl.
Starry Nice.
No.
Oreo.
No.
Oreo.
There you go. Sorry.
No teeth.
Oreo, Nanny doesn't have to tell you more than once. No teeth.
No.
Easy. I told you easy with Nanny. Oh,
You let Nana get up. You're being too rough.
What?
she loves when she gets on the floor. I said I think she was tricking her to get on the floor. Mom, you know what? I wonder if she sees your pom pom on your booty through the under the chair. Like, would that
It
cause?
could be.
Like, it's to her, she doesn't recognize that it's just the outside of your chair. I don't know.
What was it?
She's very persistent.
Yeah, she is.
She
Sorry.
knows when Mom's gonna take her out because she sees her getting her like little slippers with the booties on, like her little booty slippers on, and she gets like, her hiney goes so fast when she's excited. Sorry.
You are.
Oh, I didn't say booty slippers. I didn't say Nanny take you out. I was telling the people. She went over and sniffed Mom's slippers.
Starry Night says, "How are the back wounds? Sorry if you mentioned it before."
It's okay. It's really okay. I actually thought, the latest thing that I'm dealing with is I cracked my iPad. The first time in how long have we had devices? I've had a smartphone, but not like a smart. I had a G1 in 2006. So like in 17 years, this is the first screen I've ever cracked. They sometimes get chipped on the edges, but this is the first one. So it was a little crack here in the corner that got stuck between the bed. I have like a little bed hanging bag that I put it in at night, and our old bed frame Jimmy pushed the bed up against the nightstand, and it cracked the corner. And then just a couple of nights ago, I went to go pick it up, and my thumb went right through I guess the weakness finally just gave in. But anyway.
Have your boy, you people.
Anyhow, we're dealing with that. But I'll show you. These are pictures from last night. This is before cleaning.
Stop.
This picture is from last night before cleaning. As you can tell, there's mostly just like scarring and a couple of dry patches and a few tiny little scabs. So spoiler alert if this affects you. There's a little scab here that sometimes just is icky. And then some of these scabs fell off and revealed new skin. So this was before cleaning. And when Jimmy cleaned, Jimmy, just point out which ones came off. This one and this one?
Yeah, that one and the little one down there.
Okay. Yeah, he said this one down here and this one up here. The scabs came off and there was no bleeding underneath it. They just revealed new skin, which was super exciting. So that's where they are right now. And we're really happy. I'm really happy. I can't speak for anybody else. And I'm just putting Cetaphil cream. My doctor friend sent me Cetaphil wash and cream back, years ago or whatever, a year ago or plus, when the wounds were really bad. And I just been putting the Cetaphil cream on there like twice a day, which is great because I can do it myself. I have one of those, like lotion applicators. It's like a really soft, not really soft, a really dense foam sponge on one end, and you put the lotion on it, and you can just put it on your back. So like, I was just explaining to Mom, this has only been the last couple of days. I love it because I'm able to get up in the middle of the night instead of wanting to scratch. I just put lotion on, and it relieves the itch. So that's really awesome.
All right. Let's see here. People commenting about missing you. We got Jan.
Hi, Jan. Jan Southwest from Canada.
Yeah. Basically, a lot of people are saying they're missing you. They've missed your videos and whatnot.
I've missed you guys too. I have. It's been a lot easier to get over for me because I haven't been able to engage in the comments in quite some time. But now I think I can focus a little bit better. I might be able to actually make this more two-sided. I know that sounds...
Yeah, calling the ball. I can't tell. What we got? We got a Pointer Smith saying hello, Henson.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Nellie says, Jerry, do you have some pictures from your cruise? We could see some. I put some pictures on Facebook, and I think I put a couple on Instagram.
Do you have the pictures that they took in your office? Because I'd like to show them those, because those are my favorite.
Sure. Let me see if I can find them. I think they're in the office.
Thank you. We had the first fancy night. We went to a restaurant called Le Bistro, which was the French restaurant. It was amazing. My sisters had got 6 free dinners because they cruise a lot. And we ended up like going to a French restaurant one night, which was incredible, but also included. So it was like free. We could just, how many desserts do you want? How many appetizers do you want? Like that. So this was the day we went on to Bermuda, the island of Bermuda, and hopefully that's okay. This is called the Moon Gate. And one of the things that you do is when you first get married, or you've been married a long time, or you want to be together forever, you take a picture under the Moon Gate. It's a tradition.
Oh no, I'm cursed. I gotta be with her forever. Make dinner.
It must be 1 o'clock. We had a local taxi driver take us on an amazing tour. It was like 3 hours long. He's lived there his whole life. He wrote a book, and he was a lifeguard in a really fancy hotel, so he had all these really great stories. And he was into foliage, and he told us everything. Like we took just tons of pictures, so we just took tons of pictures from the trip. I know Jim said he's got a bunch of them on his Instagram or Facebook, you said. James?
What?
Sorry, you took a ton of pictures on your Instagram or your Facebook?
I think it's in Facebook,
okay.
But I'm not sure.
I've
got all those pictures that we took on our cell phones on my phone.
Okay. I do. I have them right here.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find... I did try to vlog in the car. This is a little video that I shot in the car on the trip. It was amazing. Excuse me. We went to a lighthouse, and Jim saw a big turtle because I couldn't get out that day. I was very taxed for energy. I did pretty much rest the whole day Wednesday because of just being... I mean, they're just beautiful pictures of water and ocean and stuff. There's the lighthouse we got to go see. It was stunning. All the roofs in Bermuda are white, this beautiful white limestone. As you could see, just the white roofs everywhere. It's stunning. It was just an amazing experience. It was really an amazing experience. But I wanted to show you the pictures that we got. So this is the French restaurant. The lady came to the table and she asked if we wanted to get our picture taken. And Jim and I had a couple of matching outfits, and when we wore one to dinner that night, so this is a matching outfit we wore. I love this picture. I hope you guys can see it. Can they see it, Jim?
I don't know. My phone is a little behind,
Okay.
but I'm pretty
Can
sure
you,
we can.
look around and see if they can see, baby? Look at the camera. Look around the picture and see if you can see.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So I loved this. My sisters bought this for us. It was very sweet. The lady came back to the table. I love this picture. I think that we look so nice. Like just the two of us look so nice. And it came with this beautiful little like Eiffel Tower charm there, which I love. And we're gonna get a frame for that. And then this one, I said to him, I'm like, let's just go to one of these. They have these stations all over the boat. And this was just a fake beach background. And this was actually the night that I slept all day. This was Wednesday. So this isn't matching outfits. But my sister, this is a sweater from Land's End that my sister and sister-in-law gave me for Christmas. And I brought it with me. And it's just so pretty. The color is stunning. And I was like, you know what? I look okay. Let's go. So I jumped up out of the scooter and we took a couple of cute pictures. And this is the one we picked to get printed out. I came this close to buying a picture frame that was shaped like a porthole. So close. I think I think I might just go back and change my mind.
You're a goof.
So it was the whole situation was breathtaking. Jim actually got a Kinder egg. A Kinder Surprise. It was giant. Did you open it on camera on one of your videos?
I thought I did, but I'm not sure.
I was actually in the duty-free shop, and there was a guy there, and he's like, oh, I'm going to get this for my niece. And I said, I'm wondering about something. I said, I bought this for my husband. He's going to open it on the ship. But you're not allowed to take these into the United States. So, like, how is this a thing? But they let me take it on the ship. The customs didn't even look in my bag. So, I thought that was pretty cool. They didn't sell the little ones. They only sold the big one. But if you guys don't know, like a Kinder Surprise is the ones that they sell outside of the United States. They have a toy inside a yellow capsule that looks like an egg yolk. And then it's, the whole candy is white chocolate with like a milk, semi-sweet maybe, chocolate on the outside shell. So it's just, I said, oh, I wanted to open it with him. That went out the door. He brought me a little piece of shell one day. I was like, that's all I'm getting. That's all I got.
Guess who's on?
Mary Fry.
Nah.
Is it?
Yep, Mary Fry.
Hi, Mary. Did Mary just come on because we were talking about Kinder eggs?
And she even says, I think I saw one, the giant ones in Scotland, but never got one. So cool.
Yeah, and it was only, it was like only $12, but it was really only $12. And if you had to like import it from like out of the United States, it'd be way cheaper than $12. I mean, way more expensive than $12. Yeah.
Nellie says I was eating some of it on my last live and got a dinosaur. Actually, it wasn't a dinosaur. It was a kangaroo.
Yeah, he got a kangaroo. And Mary, I don't know if you saw you don't watch Jim's videos, but the kangaroo, the prize was this big. The kangaroo toy was this big. It was, and I thought about you always, whenever.
Yeah.
And then they had actually like the stuffy. They had like a little stuffy Kinder Surprise guy, and he had little toy. Like I could have went crazy. And then they had Kinder Bueno. Like they had all these, all the international chocolate stuff. Nothing for Mom. Mom's like this one specific brand of white chocolate that they didn't have, which I was kind of surprised. But we went to duty free. Jim got a little really nicely light scented cologne that I got for him at the duty free.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing that was really made it really the one time special is that because this was our first cruise, we ended up like spending a little bit more than we normally would on things to treat, like Jim got a really nice facial. He wanted to do couples massages, but I realized I can't really get a massage between my spinal tumor and my skin condition. So he got like a facial, they did his beard, they did like a keratin treatment in his hair.
No, the keratin treatment was not in my hair.
Oh, that's right, just your beard.
Yeah, just my beard and face.
Yeah. So just stuff like that. We just had a really nice time. We really did. Unfortunately, I didn't get to shop on the island in the duty-free shop or any of the shops because the day we were going to take the ride, I wanted to save my energy for the ride. And we went a little early to go shop, like just 20 minutes early. And then the guy ended up taking us 20 minutes early. So the day before it rained, the day after it rained, and the day that we actually went on the island to do things, it was like time was over, and everything closes there at like 6 o'clock. So by the time we were done with our ride, everything was closed.
Mary, unfortunately, I don't have the kangaroo. I actually gave it to a young child.
You what?
Cause the
That kangaroo?
Who'd you give it to?
huh?
Who'd you give it to?
Gave it to one of Kayla's kids.
That's so sweet. You didn't tell me. I would have taken a picture of it.
Oh.
But anyway, his tail went this way, and his mid body went this way, and his head top went this. 3 pieces or 4 pieces?
It was 4 pieces to put together. The head and the tail were the only 2 that moved.
Oh, his body moved. Yeah, like his head, not his head. I thought it was his arms. Like
No.
right under his arms, looked like it moved.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
Yeah. Because the body itself was 2 pieces you clipped together.
Or maybe
with
the
the
seam.
head joint
Maybe the seam.
and the tail joint. And just- I'm sorry.
I mean, it's very sweet.
Oreo?
You don't want to go out anymore?
Okay.
No, she wants somebody to go out with her,
I
Mom.
was going to go out with you.
Yeah.
But this thing.
Oh, Mom, why don't you take her on the regular leash then? You want to do that? That's easy to clip on and off.
I'll put the snake on.
Okay. Sorry, we got a
Well,
thing. We got a thing
That
for
kinda
like.
broke, so it doesn't lock.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah. She went chasing after a rabbit one day and
Oreo, sit. Oh, never mind. Nanny's not taking you out. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. I want to play with Nanny's slippers.
I'm sorry, girl.
I don't know what happened. What happened?
I don't know what it is about that. Unless you're gonna,
I'm sorry.
No, she was gonna go out with her, but then she backed away from the leash.
I don't know if she likes it or not. It's big and bulky and.
Honestly, it's very possible. You guys can't see what's going on outside. It's very possible she got her sniffer out the door and then was like, "Nope, there's a storm coming." Because
Yeah.
you can tell there's a storm coming. So now she's defeated and laying on the floor. Anyway, yeah, I didn't get to see him open it. I didn't. Did you at least keep the yellow plastic egg?
No.
Womp womp. It's okay. Then I started to like look on. I think my sister-in-law was asking me what's the difference. She's like, "Oh, she did. That's what happened." My sister-in-law went on to Costco and she's like, "Isn't this the giant egg that Jim got?" And I was like, "No, that's a Kinder Joy. This is a Kinder Surprise, so they're different." And I had to like go on to Google to show her the difference. And in all fairness, I think you get much more eating pleasure out of a Kinder Joy than you do a Kinder Egg. I mean, unless you just like white and dark chocolate mixed together. The Kinder Joy has like this really nice cream, like the hazelnut cream, and it's got like almost like a little Ferrero Rocher, but with no nut in the middle. And 2 of them in there,
It's like
in my opinion.
hazelnut wrapped in Nutella. Is what
Well,
it tastes like.
that's what Ferrero Rochers are, yeah. And
Oh, it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Oh no, but there's a hazelnut and a Ferrero Rocher. There's a hazelnut wrapped in Nutella. That's what he's talking about. So these were, I think you get much more pleasure eating a Kinder Joy, in my opinion. But obviously,
Yeah.
you get more pleasure opening a Kinder Surprise.
Mary goes to say, Jerry, your face when you realized he didn't keep the egg.
So messed up. Stop. I ain't getting I bought you a treat for $13 and I get nothing but a taste of the candy? Just kidding. I actually think it's very sweet that you gave it to the baby. I think that was very sweet, actually. Yeah, so we just had a really nice time. I got this was my treat. I got 2 little like cocktail rings. They were 2 for $30 or 2 for $40 but my sister recommended them because my sister Alicia bought hers 30 years ago and it hasn't tarnished or faded yet. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. I like, me, I like fake blingy jewelry that I don't have to worry about. I think for like 15 tax-free dollars. You just slide this over, remember? For like 15 duty-free dollars, I'll take it. And I have another one that that is gonna go with my anniversary band. So we had bought anniversary bands last year. You have yours on?
No.
Okay.
Because
It's like
it
a
hurt my
stainless.
finger.
It's okay. It's like a stainless steel braid.
Oh,
And
yeah. Okay,
yeah.
come on.
You forgot that's what it was. I bought these last year, and the one that I got, I hope you could see it, the detail. I can't really tell if you can see the detail. And the one that I got, the stone that I got on this side will go with it really well. But right now I still have that extra weight on, so I have to put on the bigger rings.
55 minutes.
So if you're just joining me, I was explaining in the first half hour of the video or 20 minutes of the video what's been going on and where I've been and why I haven't been blogging or sharing. I will tell you that spiritually, no different. It's just really been it's really been like the mental dealing with all of this different diagnoses and stuff. And then also, if you're just joining us, we had scans on Thursday. The initial results all look very, very promising. Like there's no changes since last August. However, we see the oncologist on Tuesday and we don't know what the next step's going to be. So
I didn't see this, so I'm apologizing to Nellie. But she had put a comment on earlier saying that she got herself a new, wait a minute. Jim Ream, a comment about me getting a little girl miniature dachshund a month ago. I named her Gwendol McBunn. She's 3 months old now.
Isn't this the one that you're supposed to take a picture wrapped in a tortilla?
Elmer Fudd is 6 months old already.
That's Elmer Fudd is the one that's supposed to be wrapped in a tortilla. So now she got a girl to match?
Yeah.
Oh, Nellie, congratulations. Oh my gosh. They must be so adorable.
Elmer loves her.
You know, if you wanted to take pictures and send them in the email, I wouldn't share them with public. I would just share them with me and Jim. Thanks. And like, you don't know how to do that, you know. I can teach how to do that too.
I'm actually wondering about something, and this is... Yes, Jerry, she will.
Awesome.
This is geared towards Mary.
Oh.
Because I know we used to watch her videos a lot, and I'm not watching a lot of videos because...
In general.
Yeah, in general.
Well, your time is very limited, and I'm not making excuses for you, but
yeah,
between taking care of me and trying to take care of yourself and mom in the house, and you know.
But I'm wondering how her dog is doing. I can't
Ollie.
remember. Ollie.
Yeah.
Because I know he's an old boy.
Yeah. I mean, that's for her to answer, but I'm going to say okay. I mean, it looks like he's getting older, but, you know.
Let's see here. Fiona's mom
But what I wanted to know from Mary, and I was going to text her one day, it was how do you get... I know how she got Ollie trained as a service dog, but how do you initially get started training your dog to be a service dog? Because I do believe that Oreo has the temperament and the capabilities. She's extremely intelligent. She picks up on all of the basic commands, like, right away. She was a puppy, and right away she got all the basic commands down. And obviously she's still a puppy, so her patience, like, she's learning. But I really feel like she's already, like, since she's a puppy, she's been out there, and she tries to jump up to open the door. She tries to jump up to the handle to open the door. She doesn't just jump on the door. She specifically jumps to the handle.
Yeah, she's aiming at the handle.
And then one day we had the screen open, and the screen was open on the inside, on the outside of the house. She was inside. The screen was open on the outside, and the door was open like halfway. She stuck her nose between both of them to push the door open all the way. Like this was unacceptable that the door was open a little bit. So,
I'm gonna skip over these, and I'm gonna read Mary's
Oh,
because
okay.
she's hopping off.
Okay.
Ollie is doing well. Still loves the beach.
Who doesn't?
Hopping off. Love you. And then she goes to say, I would recommend calling local service dog organizations to chat with them.
Okay.
To see.
I wasn't sure if there was like a nationwide one you needed to do or just like local. So I'll just go local. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you answering that. And that's also for anybody else out there who is in need also.
Fiona's mom says, does the stage of your cancer change, or once you're at stage 4, you're always at stage 4?
Once I'm at stage 4, I'm always at stage 4. And that goes for anybody. It's not just me.
And,
What can happen, and we hope for every time we start treatment, is what they call NED, which is no evidence of disease. You could technically kill all of the tumors. Like if they removed my kidney and zapped every single tumor left, which I come to find out there's way more than I ever thought. Um, you could have no evidence of disease, but you will always be at stage 4 because of what the definition of stage 4 is. So again, having multiple metastases away from the source is what makes it stage 4. So the fact that I had kidney cancer that metastasized in my bones, it will always be stage 4. And it's funny because I think like, well, my femur's not that far away from my kidney, but then I'm like, duh, I'm only 5 foot tall. Like how I'm 5'6", 7. How far did I expect it to go? Like where is it gonna go? You know. So what I just mean is if it's not adjacent. So like I have that little tumor in the lymph node that's adjacent to the kidney. If it's not there, any metastases besides that makes it stage 4. Multiple, not just one. So that's another thing
Right.
too.
Now it says, okay, I'll work on sending some pictures.
And they don't have to be wrapped in tortilla shells. It's fine.
Fiona says that she'll email you a photo of her
Oh,
dog.
thank you.
For us only.
Of course.
Ours only.
I don't share with anybody. You know, like you guys know that, unless you ask me to. Some people on Instagram, just give me an idea. Some people on Instagram share projects that they did with me and ask me to share them, and I'll tag them and share them. But otherwise, it's just for me, and they'll tell me for my eyes only. It's fine. I'd love to see it though. So.
What oh my is telling is basically saying that I should take care of myself first. Yeah. You agree?
Sorry, coffee grounds. Yes, and he
Ooh.
has been. And it's been so important. It's one of the reasons I needed him to go on this trip. So one of the things Jim learned on this trip was he would do, like, I would say, let's unpack the suitcase. And he said, you told me I'm on vacation. I said, well, this isn't you taking care of me. This is just you being a grown-up. Like, this is adulting things. This isn't you being a care provider. This is like, you have to unpack your clothes. Like, that's what you have to do as a big boy. You brush your teeth and you take a shower. It's not that kind of vacation. You didn't become, what's Coming to America? You didn't become the king of. Never mind. That would have been funny if I would have got it out. But you know, you didn't become a king and have servants. I said, but you do. You know, still have to do your own, take your own meds and feed yourself. Sorry, that.
Now it says dogs are smart. Sandra Porter says, hi, hope you're feeling good. Let's see here. Sandra from St. Clair, Missouri.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi.
Alright,
Like, hello, neighbor.
yeah, really?
Jim let me know that it's getting, it's an hour or close to an hour,
Yeah.
so we're probably going to be signing off here in a few minutes. I did just finish my coffee, as you saw me pick grounds out of my teeth. Excuse me, that was rude, but it was coming out. Whether you
Gotta
saw it or
make
not.
us some food.
We have to eat, yes.
Now it says, just found out that my sweet sister-in-law has stage 4 lung cancer.
Oh, Nellie, I am so
Yeah.
sorry. Both lungs, I'm just curious because sometimes people just get stage 4 in one lung and metastasizes to other places, and they can still manage to breathe well with just the one lung. I am so sorry about that. Lung cancer doesn't normally just go into one lung, but this is it. And I'm also wanted to know, is it mesothelioma? Like a lot of times the lung cancer is mesothelioma because it comes from some source other than smoking. What?
Crafting Queen
Yes.
says, secret to a good marriage is an ankle monitor.
Oh my
LOL.
God, that's funny.
Fiona's mom, my 2 best friends are stage 3 breast cancer survivors.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Both in remission, no long considered cured.
No longer. I think she probably
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, no longer. Sorry. Then Nelly goes crafting queen or a cast iron pan.
Ah! The
She
secret
did-
to a good marriage.
She would dent the cast iron pan if she hit me with it.
Oh, maybe they didn't mean in that direction. Maybe they meant in the other direction. You get a
Yeah.
cast iron pan.
I've already threatened that. Sandra Porter says goodbye, love you guys.
Goodbye. Oh, I'm also having a lot of trouble sleeping. I didn't mention that. I will tell my doctor. But that's been ongoing
Both
with
lungs.
both lungs. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I will pray for her. If you just, I'll just pray as your sister-in-law. I'm sorry. I was gonna say give me her name, but God knows who it is. Um,
But,
Anybody else?
no, it's a couple comments between Nellie and Fiona's mom.
Okay. Listen, I love you, and I did really appreciate you guys coming by and saying hi to me this morning. I have missed you. I have missed doing this. My brain has not been doing well enough to just pick up and start talking. But I do so appreciate each and every one of you every day. And I think of you, and I worry about you guys too when I don't hear from you for a while. So I do understand. I love you. And if nobody's told you today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you. Because if I'm not here every day, go by and watch an old video. And just fast forward to the end. I don't care about the money. And just hear that you are loved. Okay?
Love y'all.
And as always, you take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oreo's asleep.
Oh,
Oh,
nope.
no, never mind. I take that back.
Woke her